So, hello, everybody. It is me, Demetra K, and I am sitting here with Donovan, the recovering Democrat Saadiq, and he is in all red, just about looking debonair, I should say, and all of that. It's working for you. It's working for you. Nevertheless, again, I'm Demetra K Show, and this is the Demetra K Show. We are live, and thank y'all so much for being here. The purpose of the Demetra K Show is to promote Black love, knowledge, and understanding of all things that go on in the Black community to make us an even better people, with the emphasis on even, because we are great people, but we can always try to do better. I'd like to say a big giant thank you, hello, and welcome to Donovan, the recovering Democrat, Saadiq, also known as the Black Yul Brenner, and need I say more? All right. So we're going to be talking about, and you guys have probably seen this video, but we want to give it a discussion. A sister went viral on TikTok because she was asking Kamala to explain to her how it is migrants can come over here and get business loans, but she cannot. So I'm going to show you the video. It's, it's pretty heart-wrenching if you ask me. Sounds like to me she was kind of caught off guard, just by to her seeing it in real time for herself. So we're going to get into that, of course. If we do share the link and you look like this, please show me this. And if you are not comfortable with being on screen live and in living color, you could go back to that. All I ask is that if I've never seen you on here before, just again, show me your face and they can go back to that. Just know that I am the only one that can see you, not even Donovan, until I bring you up to the big screen. Just also in the comment section and on the platform, let's be mindful and respectful to one another. It's not that we disagree, it's how we disagree. So we're going to have I hope it's a good discussion. It might be spirited or whatever, as I have been doing for the last couple of weeks. I've been inviting Kamala supporters to come on here. I'll share the link just for you. Come on here and tell us why you're supporting her. Now, I am doing it this way for a minute. I know some of y'all want to come on and just have a conversation. I'm going to get back to that, but I'm having them come on. And as y'all know, only one person came on. Having them come on because they got a lot to say in my comment sections all over social media, but they don't never show up here. So I'm wondering, why is it that your thumbs can do all the talking, but your mouth can't? Like, defend your girl. You know what I mean? And don't, be talking about because anything's better than Trump. You know what I mean? So nevertheless, Donovan.
All right. It is 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and that means it's Demetra K time. And we're glad you guys take the time to join us. It is Sunday. Football season is starting up. Dallas Cowboys. And don't get me started. But anyway, football season is starting up. The WNBA is back. You guys have been watching that and doing all the great things. So we know you guys have a lot of things on your plate, and you guys could be doing a whole lot of other things other than hanging out with us. So we want to say thank you guys for coming, and we really appreciate it. Don't forget the African Diaspora News Channel app. Go ahead and download that on Google Play, Apple Store. And if you don't want to do that, you can go on YouTube itself, download, become a member, subscribe. You can get great stories, videos, and knowledge of what's going on all around the African diaspora. Also, you guys see that rolling red and white banner at the bottom? It has Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, Cash Check, Money Order. Those are ways you guys can help continue keeping these great conversations and Demetra K motivated and making these great videos by donating. Anything that you guys donate, trust me, it is greatly appreciated. We really do appreciate you. But number one, this conversation and these conversations that we're having, it's making an impact, and you guys are making a difference. You're definitely making a difference. And we strongly recommend that you guys share these videos on your platform. And maybe if you're on Facebook groups and all these other group platforms, share them over there, because that's what I do on my page. And it helps the page grow, and it also gets the information out to those people who might not know really what's going on. All they know is, I know the president's running and I'm going to go Democratic ticket all the way down. So things are changing in the Black diaspora, especially here in the United States. People are waking up, and it's because of people like you. So Demetra, this is going to be an interesting topic. As you guys know, Kamala Harris, even on her website yet, has come out with an economic policy. And Demetra, I'm embarrassed. And I'm embarrassed at the fact that this woman runs around her, Ricky Smiley, all of these people, they run around talking about they went to an HBCU and how educated they are. And Ricky Smiley sounds as ignorant as I don't know what, like he just walked out of slavery. And this woman doesn't know basic economics. This is why she does not want to sit down and have an interview. But we're going to get into that a little bit later. But I'm just going to say, and love you guys that are fraternities and sororos, you guys should be embarrassed too, because if that is our talented 9, ain't no way. So let's get into it.
And hello to everybody. Christopher, thank you so much. And Decolonized Mind, how you doing? And everybody else that came on here, I want to say right off the top, I'm going to try to at least acknowledge everybody once, but y'all know it'll be so many people on here now. I just can't read everybody's comment. And I kind of feel bad, but I'm going to try my best. Okay. So anyway, hey, Georgetta, how you doing? Y'all probably saw this video. A lot of know Brother Phil took mastery of it and talked about it. He actually sent it to me a couple of days ago, and I posted it on some of my social medias. It's of a sister who was lamenting about a situation that she went through. So for the sake of time, I am going to play it right now. Brina, how you doing? And Cecilia, I hope you're doing well. Here we go.
Message to go out to our vice president who's running for president. I have heard all over social media about, excuse me if I say anything wrong, immigrants getting loans, money. It was hard for me to believe. It was just extremely hard for me to believe. I've been in business such a long time. Back in 2019, I purchased my first food truck. It cost me over $25,000. I paid it cash money. I worked hard to pay for this truck. I'm now selling it because I'm doing other things, but I'm selling it. I had a guy come to look at purchasing my vehicle, or my food truck. And he explained to me he's an illegal immigrant. He has no credit. He has no money in the bank. But he showed me his paperwork that he will receive funds to purchase my food truck. I'm thankful that he's buying it, but I'm hurt that I worked so hard to pay cash for my food truck. I have good credit, can't even get a business loan because of the color of my skin. I have veterans in my family. I'm a veteran. I've been self-employed for so long. But somebody, please tell me, how do I work so hard to have somebody who comes to this country, not long, no credit, and he shows me paperwork where they'll be funding him money to buy my food truck. And when I talked to the bank, they told me usually they have to go straight to a dealership because I'm a private sale. But for special circumstances, they're going to, they allow it. But I need my president to tell me why I worked so hard all these years, all these decades. Couldn't get a business loan, but I bust my ass to get the money to create my business. And we got immigrants coming here. And they're getting money. Money! We're doing nothing but just being here. It's not right, and I want answers.
Okay. So y'all saw that dear sister, again, lamenting about what happened, right? Y'all heard the story. An immigrant was going to buy her truck. He had the funding to do it. And she's like, I can't get a business loan or anything like that. Now, I want y'all to see this really quick.
Make significant progress on racial equity. This country is doomed. It is doomed, not just because of African Americans, but because by 2040, this country is going to be minority white European. You hear me? Minority white European. And you guys are going to have to start working more with Hispanics who make up a larger portion of the population than y'all do.
Okay. So, of course, y'all remember that was a president-elect Joe Biden. He was talking to the Black leadership, and they were basically asking him questions about racial equity. And that went over like a lead balloon. He basically told them, basically, there's the back door once you leave, right? Oh, what I wanted y'all to take notice of, and I took it down, but Kamala Harris was sitting right next to him, right? She was there, right? And he referred to her a lot throughout that meeting. Now, that particular tape was leaked from The Intercept. Somehow they got a hold of that particular Zoom meeting that he had with them, and it was all over the internet, and the rest is history. Now, I want to show you guys something else. Give me 1 second. Okay. So as y'all see there, and I actually learned about this a couple of weeks ago because I didn't know. Uh-oh, hold on a second. Blank myself out. Here we go. There. Okay. So as you see there, it says Biden administration pauses migrant parole program amid fraud concerns. It says the program allows up to 30,000 migrants from Cuba, Nicaragua, Haiti, and Venezuela to illegally enter the country each month. I did not know about this. Actually, it was that of Governor Ron DeSantis from Florida, who was like, yo, this is some fraud going on. Now the fraud comes in. It sounds like it was people from all over, like using the same address and information a bunch of times to fly different people over. It sounds like it was more than 30,000 people coming over a month. Most people didn't even know that was going on. And that is, what does it say? The Biden administration. Kamala is in the Biden administration. We know that. And there's a fact that he did put her over the border. Now, I know they don't like the term calling her the border czar. That's kind of from the Republicans, but they did put her in charge of the border. Y'all saw how that went. And ever since then, there's been a lot of migrants coming in. Now, I played the one with President-elect Biden talking to them like that because he told what was going to happen. He said that they already outnumber us, and now we see them coming over in droves, right? I would imagine probably mostly Hispanics. We know that they come over from other places, but a lot of people did not know that they were doing this. Now, they being Biden and Kamala. So you go back to this sister, and I'm going to remove this. You go back to the sister who was like, yo, how is this going on? Well, this is going on because they are purposely bringing those people, especially from those countries, bringing them over here. And do you think they're going to just give them a plane ticket and say, okay, here, get off and go make it do what it do? Nah, they're giving them resources so they can come over, housing, education, food, money, so they can get set up. And per her testimony, they're getting loans to buy her $25,000 truck that she had to sell because she could not afford to keep it because she was self-employed. So she was wailing out, asking Kamala, who's a vice president, who's trying to be the president of the United States, how is this possible that he that just got over here, no money to make, no credit or nothing, but he's got funding to buy my truck, but I can't, as a Black woman, go into a bank and get funding. So that has gone viral. I would imagine by now that's gotten to Kamala Harris, but as y'all can see, they have laid the framework to making it so that they can come over here and do that. Now, we're going to have a discussion about this, okay? And let's see how it goes. And I'm going to get to you guys' comments. If y'all want me to answer a question, just put a Q by it, and I'll try to get to as many questions as I can. Donovan?
Well, Dimitri, I'm going to say this, and I'm going to keep my comments short because where's the surprise? Where's the surprise here, you guys? We've been in this country for over 400 and something years. We know what this white man does, especially when it comes to us. Where is the surprise? What kills me is, I know we're in this new America and we think, oh, since the 60s, everything's equal. I could go and sit in a toilet next to a white man, and I can go take a nice dump next to him, and I can do this, and I can go in and give my money to them, and I can go shop in their stores, even though we already had stores for ourselves and we had our own society, but something told us we got to go over there and just spend all our money with them. Where's the surprise? What did you think this white man was going to do? It is human nature, mammal nature, natural instinct to survive. when your enemy, your open enemy for 400 years shows you their demeanor, what are you expecting anything less? Where are these so-called liberals that marched with the civil rights generation? Why are their kids so damn racist that are making these laws and these far right policies and stuff? What are they angry about? You want to know what they're angry about? Because their grandparents told them who their open enemy was, which was us. But what the hell did we tell our children? Kumbaya, my Lord. Kumbaya. The Lord's good, the world's going to be fine, and we're going to be in this new world. And it's stupidness. Oh, girls, burn your bra. You don't need no man. Made the black family defenseless. Where the hell do you guys think you are? It's different if we were in Africa and everybody looked like us, but that isn't the case here with this person. So I'm not surprised. But in the words of Donald Trump, it's a damn disgrace the way they're treating veterans. It's a damn disgrace the way they're treating Americans. Now, if you agree with me or if you don't agree with me, one thing people should agree with me with is this. I'm not against helping people who need help. But when I go overseas, I don't expect to go to the front of the line ahead of the people who are citizens of that country. I'm going to be served at a different level. I understand that. How the hell are we as Americans sitting on our damn hands, letting people get services and loans and things of that nature that we can't even get ourselves? What country can you go to other than the United States under democratic policy that you can do that? Go to Mexico and say, hey, I need some welfare. They're going to say, are you a citizen? No, I'm not. Get the hell out of here. Don't even come into the office. Go to Germany, go to Canada and try that. It doesn't happen. But we will agree, if you don't agree with anything that I say, that especially an illegal should not get services and things ahead of the citizens that already pay the taxes. And I'm going to land my plane there.
Yes, indeed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend some time just going through the comment section. If somebody wants to come up here and defend Kamala, I'm only on Facebook. And did I say hello to Facebook and YouTube? I did not. How horrible of me. But hello, you guys. Somebody wants to defend Kamala, please, maybe raise your hand in the comment section or something, and I will send you a link in the comment section to come up here and do that. Yeah, $30,000. 30,000 immigrants a month. That's what was going on. Most people didn't know that. I didn't know that, like I said, until a couple of weeks ago. It was like crazy, right? Hello, Mrs. White. I hope you're doing well. Baz, how are you? Said the immigrants are being put in position to replace the so-called black vote. They are being positioned to replace black people. That's the word on the street. Roddy, how you doing? Says damn sure not getting my vote. And let's see who else came on here. Your average logical thinker, how you doing? Says hey, Dimitri, Donovan, Mods in chat fam. Hope you're doing well. And Tasha Vet, I hope I said that right. How you doing? Says I live in Florida and I see a lot of them here. Yep, they are everywhere, right? And Shaniqua, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. Brother Damon, how are you? Let's see who else. King Shaw was going on. He says the couch has our back. Then either party more than any party. They all suck. Yes, Beats by Dizzy. How you doing? Says she's replacing black people. I mean, it sure seems to be that way. Deborah, how you doing? Says I knew it's the CB Pone app. Not sure what that is, but anyway, welcome. Brino, he says, have y'all seen how those Venezuelan prison gangs put those black people out their homes? I'm not laughing because it's not funny, but he says over in the complex in Aurora, Colorado. Yes, I did see that. And they had to leave like at the last minute's notice, trying to find somewhere to go. And thank you to everyone that gave donations, Avenge the Ancestors. Yes, indeed. Thank you so much for that. And let's see, live from New York. Thank you for the $5 donation. Love and appreciate you. Says, my name is Julio Diaz. Give me money. All right, got you. Let's see here. Marcus, how you doing? Says there's a huge bullseye on the black community. In 5 years, voting won't even matter. You're right, but here we are, strolling to the polls with Kamala and not Joe Biden, but Kamala and Tim Walz at this point. Let me say this because I know there's a lot of people who their deductive reasoning doesn't really work. So when we say we're not voting for Kamala and Tim, they automatically go to, oh, you must be voting for Trump. And I'm like one of those people. If I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna tell you. You're never gonna have to guess. If I tell you I was voting for Trump, I will tell you that there would never be any confusion. I never said that I was gonna do that. I said I'm not voting for Kamala. Absolutely not. And the Democrats, especially, because they do nothing for Black people, but Black people do all for them. So at some point in time, Black people got to be getting something back, right? I don't know. Y'all tell me if I'm wrong. All right, moving on down to the comments. Herbert says they're trying to make our business fail to replace us. That could be it. So let's see here. Just go on to some of the newer comments so I can catch up because y'all are going in the comment section. Eddie, how you doing? It says Biden was friends with the major Southern racists during the civil rights. He says Strom Thurmond, Robert Byrd, and the Mississippi, Alabama, and all of the anti-civil rights enemies. Yes, indeed, he was. He said they were his mentors, and he eulogized that of Robert Byrd. Who else? Truemonger, how you doing? He says people still have blinders on. Yep, and they be mad as hell at you for asking questions. Joanne, how you doing? It says we know these people are into goddess worship, and this makes it Kamala. By the way, her mother named her correctly. Ooh, chameleon. Don't want to pretend Black woman pretending to be me. And question, he says, Del Monte Green Beans. That is a very interesting name. He says they are trying to replace us in order to slide out of reparations. Yeah, well, we heard Kamala says, I'm not going to do anything that just benefits Black people. And she was asked about reparations. So that was a no. Jay Sims, how you doing? And Vegetari, how you doing? It says immigrants will be the new overstand. Or they already that, especially if you work in a warehouse. A lot of people can attest to that. They really cracking the whip on you up in them warehouses. Original Copper, American Sun Energy, how you doing? Say facts, get it, girl. How you doing? Says take your own first. And let's see who else came on here. Deborah Galloway, how you doing? Who else?
Let me add to this real quick. And you guys want to understand why they are prioritizing migrants ahead of Black people? Because migrants don't owe them anything. They have no ties to the migrants. Whereas when we talk about reparations, because of what they did to us and our ancestors and stuff, that it's not a guilt thing with them. It's just the fact that if we could flood the market with these illegal migrants, because look at where the illegal migrants are. Didn't Greg Abbott, Demetrius, send a bunch of migrants up to Martha Vineyard, or was that DeSantis? I think DeSantis sent a bunch of illegals up to Martha's Vineyards, and the rich white folks got them up and out of there.
Yeah, they sent some to Kamala and as well.
Yeah. Only in predominantly Black cities are you seeing a bunch of all these migrants going in there to displace us. And again, because we've been raised Christian, and I'm a Christian, kumbaya, and the world, and accepting everybody. We gotta, whenever you guys hear some of the women in the big hat gang talk about, oh no, we gotta be loving and accepting. No. We love them, we accept them, but go to another neighborhood. Start your own neighborhood. Don't come into this neighborhood. It's lunacy. But that's the reason why they're doing it, because if they can replace us, then this reparations talk and guilt that the white man has, they don't want to pay it. This is their way of getting rid of it. The billions of dollars that they're giving to these migrants is nothing but a drop in the bucket to the trillions they owe us. It's nothing.
Michael, I assume you want to come up here. If you do, please put your hand up in the comment section. You say we are jealous of Kamala, and I hope she win, and pray the Lord. I mean, what is there to be jealous over, if you don't mind me asking? This is no, Dimitri, you're not going to say it. But just come up here and tell us. Donovan said, be cool. Last thing he said to me before we went live, he said, be cool. And I said, I'm going to try. I'm going to try. So anyway, let's see. Someone gave a donation. Death before dishonor. Thank you so much for the donation. Love and appreciate you for that. All right, let me get on down in the comments section. But I guess we're jealous. The Rock, thank you so much. Love and appreciate you for that. Let's see. V to T Queen, how you doing? Who else? Michael, how you doing? Says Philip Scott, the host of the African Diaspora News Channel, is Michael, I think you're just trying to say stuff so you could come up here, but okay. And then with that, we're all biased to some degree about something. So, okay. EG, how you doing? Let's see here. And I am looking at your comments. I just can't read them all because y'all know I'll be here all day. Shannon, I hope I said that right. How you doing? Says you can't go to Mexico without money and plan. No, I mean, will they even let you go up in there and just stay? I don't know. Kathy B, did I say hello to you? I think I did, but how you doing? And Fishing with Rick, hello, how you doing? And thank you so much for the donation. Love and appreciate you for that. Who else came on here that I have not seen just yet? Again, if y'all have a question, please put a Q by it so that way I can acknowledge y'all. Oh, y'all are going in the comments. Roots Tracker, how you doing? You say hashtag Trump 2024 all the way. Okay, now, so you're not even biting your tongue. You're like, I'm voting for Trump. What you gonna do about it? Sister Shirley says, I believe the Democrats think we are beyond stupid. Oh, they've been thinking that for a very long time.
Well, you know what? They're not far off, because obviously we are stupid if we're gonna go to concerts and be happy that Meg Thee Stallion, and we're listening to comedians and entertainers and athletes as our leaders. You got to be a stupid person that will look to a person that's in entertainment as somebody who is a leader in politics, economics, and how your life is going to be governed. No other group does that but us. So yes, we are stupid.
Miss Sweets, I hope you don't think that we're ignoring your comments. I do see them. It's just so many people on here, so I try to acknowledge as many as I can. That's why I'm not going to do a whole lot of commentary today. I'm wanting somebody to come up here who wants to defend Kamala, but you say, even though my comments are getting ignored lately, we love and appreciate you, so we don't want you to feel that way, because you may want to block Michael Pan from your channels. Look at his comments. I think Michael really is just trying to come up here because, Michael like to come up here, and talk. And he hasn't been getting a chance to do that. Mission Vision, how you doing? Let's see who else. H. McDaniel, how you doing? Says, am I being blocked? Really? Why? Who's blocking you? Y'all are not being blocked. Nobody. Did somebody say they were blocking you? I'm not blocking you. I can see you guys' comments. Some of them just depend on what you're saying. I can't see them, so just be mindful of your words. Not saying that you're doing that. It's it's almost 500 of you guys on here, so it's a lot of comments. So I'm going to try to get to as many as I can. Shinigami, how you doing? He says, have to make a choice. The couch will not help you. The ostrich with his or her head in a hole is still the path of the elephants in the stampede. Okay. Curtis, how you doing? Says, thank you, my brother and sister, for what y'all do. 1,000 amen. Well, thank you for being here. We appreciate you for that. Squeaky says YouTube is blocking your posts. I don't know why they're doing that. We're just having a conversation. Fishing with Rick, thank you once again. He says, sometimes I feel that it's futile to try to wake people up. That's what's really going on. Yeah, some people they like it, Ragnar, how you doing? Says, we need term limits. We need term limits for all elected officials. I 100% agree with you. As we know, there's a lot of people who get in there and they go on the glory sitting on the seat, Yvette, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. Let's see. Facts Not Feelings, how you doing? It says, peace and love, family. Is it true that Kamala's husband is in real estate and is an attorney? Now you know why Kamala wants to build those $3 million houses, or is it 3 million houses? Who will buy them? He and BlackRock, I suspect. Yes, he is that. He is that. You're absolutely right.
Did you guys hear about the 40-year mortgages now? They're even talking about the 50-year mortgages. So you mean to tell me young people will be working, if they even get a decent job, for 50 years before they can pay the damn thing off, and they're going to be basically old people? Because let's say you work for 50 years, you start work at about 20. So you're going to be 70 years old just to pay that house off, if you're even lucky to do that. This is what these people are thinking about.
Yep. So again, I'm going to try to get to as many comments as I can. Like I said, I feel bad that you guys feel like you're being ignored. That is not my goal to do that. I promise you. King Charles says the migrant issue is going to backfire on them. Watch in this election. Just watch. Yeah, because what they fail to realize too is a lot of, especially in the Hispanic community, they're typically conservative.
Hispanics are here already that came here the right way. They're pissed.
Yeah, and they're conservative. They don't cut for all that, women's productive rights and all that other stuff. They keep their babies. And Black Light says jealous, and exactly. You want to expound upon that, if you will. And Judge says you can't sell your soul and then cry about it. Well, yeah, I agree with you. Bad Times, how you doing? It says, I was in a bank yesterday and there was these illegals in there. They couldn't even speak English. I swear they cashed 3 checks. The government behind this. I believe it. Alan G, how you doing? Says, did y'all see Kamala's economic plan? Yes, it was crafted by former members of BlackRock. Trump's shooter was in BlackRock commercial back in the day. Ain't that interesting? Right. Of course, we know that they all are buddy to some degree. But that economic plan is bullcocker. Because my thing is, you want to give $6,000 child, income tax credit for every child. You want to give $25,000 for first time home buyers. But they have to have 2 years good credit and some other stuff. She's also going to crack down on grocery stores, price gouging and things like that. But my whole thing is this, Miss Kamala Harris. If you have all of those plans, why don't you implement them now? You're right there in the White House. Why are you holding on to them? It's always that when I become president, I'm going to do it. You vice president now. Go tell Biden. I'm sure he's listening in and everybody right about now. Go tell him, I got the plan, man. Put me in. But see, the smoke and mirrors. And the other thing is Trump said that he was going to do 5,000 when she's going to one up with 6,000. So they're just.
Remember, he did the tipping thing. She's going to do the tipping thing. Everything that it's an embarrassment. It's just embarrassing.
Yeah, Honey Brown Sugar, how you doing? Says permitting illegal immigrants to easily obtain housing, healthcare, and billions of resources for war and illegal immigrants, while some American citizens need assistance, should be illegal. Yeah, but they're like, what are you going to do about it? If you look at what's going on all over the rest of the world, they turn up, right? They're turning up. But here we're that frog in a boiling pot of water. It's cold at first, but then the hotter and hotter it gets, we adjust to it until we boil to death, right? Darnell, how you doing?
Do you guys realize if they cut the military budget in half? Because more than half of the military budget goes to R&D. You guys understand what R&D is? Research and development. Isn't it funny that Boeing, Lockheed, whenever they do a contract, right? They make these airplanes and these munitions and whatever. Oh, we're going to either run over a thing, we need more money. Oh, well, this is kind of defective. We need more money. This is where most of your tax dollars are going. Do you guys know that we're at peacetime right now, technically? If they would take half of that money and put it to the homeless issue, or put it to the school things and things like that. When most of your GDP, not most of it, but I think it's like 10% of your GDP goes to defense, your economy is in trouble.
Yep. I saw somebody make a comment, Lady D. I don't know if you're being facetious or whatever it is, but we're jealous because Kamala didn't settle to become a baby mama like I guess other Black women did. Listen, I'm gonna be nice. I said I came on here. I wasn't gonna bring the razor blades and lemon juice and rub the salt in it today. I'm gonna be nice. I'm not gonna make any guarantees, but I will not talk bad about Kamala, even though I don't know. Like I said, if you're joking, if you're talking to somebody else, whatever the case is, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna take the bait because there's a lot of things we can say about Kamala that a lot of Black women did not and would not do. Anyway, God saw beginning and knows end. How you doing? Says because she's red bone, that's why we're jealous. All right, got you. With skin lightening cream, you can always make that a different thing. Jakim, how you doing? Jakim says I am FBA and I am all for tribalism if need be. Yeah, a lot of other people are participating now. Vanessa Smith, how you doing? So he says I believe we will be paid reparations in my lifetime. The first shall be last, and the last shall be first. I believe it too. I think it's time. Let's see here, and I'm going to skip down and see people who I did not see. The feet Funkerson, thank you for the donation. Once again, love and appreciate you for that. Let's see, and Friedley, I hope I said that right. Says Kamala cares about Kamala, period. No doubt. Jonathan Kidd, how you doing? Says tell them go drink her dirty collard green bathwater. Ew.
Have you guys noticed that this is a woman who has failed upward successfully? She has successfully been incompetent in all of the positions she's been in, and she keeps getting promoted, and she's going to say and do whatever she needs to do to get there, sleep with whoever she needs to do to get there. I'm not mad at her doing that. You got to use what you want, what you got to get what you want. But the point is she keeps failing up and up and up, right? If this, they said that she went to the border one time, and that was her specific job when they came into office, and now she's acting like she has nothing to do with it. So if illegal immigration affects Black people more so than any other group in the United States, why would our people continue to support this person? And I'm talking to the HBCU sorority folk that are the Divine Nine, these highly educated people that have the answers and they're the boule. Why would you support a woman that openly opened the border that's going to hurt our people? Why would you vote for that?
I mean, I agree, but I'm waiting for somebody to say they want to come on here. JD Informing says folks that defend Kamala are hiding in safe spaces like the Roland Martin chat room. Is that where they are? Maybe we have to go in there and say, hey, how you doing? Lady D says, if Kamala has settled with a black man, would she become a vice president of the United States of America running for president of the United States? I want you to click the link, Lady D. I want you to click the link because I think you're asking some questions that need a conversation. So click the link, please. I'm going to put it in here for Lady D and anybody else who wants to defend Kamala. No one that does not want to defend Kamala. I'm putting it in there right now.
Kamala Harris gonna do it for us like John G. Brown did. Kamala Harris gonna do it for us. Yes, sir. Tanji Brown. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? AKA being sworn in by Delta Frat sorority on MLK Day. Oh, it gives me chills. Educated black man. Educated black man.
Link is in the chat. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and skip down again, y'all. Valerie, did I say hello to you? If I didn't, hello. You says there's no country you enter the way you have entered the USA, and they want immigration reform as if we don't have laws and rules in place now, and it doesn't benefit Black Americans. No, it does not. Live from New York. Thank you once again for that. Love and appreciate you. Says Kamala and Trump is whack juice. But the Dems want to do absolutely nothing and let America continue to deteriorate. At least Trump is a scratch my back and I'll scratch yours type of person. I mean, he seems to be. But
and speaking of Trump real quick, how many of you guys heard they want to go ahead and sentence him by September 18th? They are still trying to use lawfare to put this man in jail. And it seems like, even if he does go to jail, there is no law that says he can't be president, and then they're going to put him in there. He wins the election, they're going to let him out. You know what I mean? It's going. The more that they come at this man, the more popular that he becomes because people see the injustice and the hypocrisy of what is going on.
Yes, and Brother Reggie, I didn't see that. And so they who did they interview with? So Kamala and Tim Walz had an interview. Was it today? I didn't see it. I've been.
Is that the interview where they interviewed each other? Yeah, if you're talking about that one, yeah. If you're talking about that one, I wouldn't count that as an interview.
Now that's silliness. That's just pure foolishness. Nah, get somebody else on the case. Now, of course, you're gonna ask each other the cute questions. So, what's is it ham hock or is it turkey neck? You know what I'm saying? Let somebody else do it. Stupid.
Roland Martin to do it, but I'll do it. Just give me somebody from my platform.
Yeah, they could have let Roland do it. Shaniqua, you said so true. I saw on the news last night the monkeypox is back in Africa. How coincidentally is it back around election time? Yes, I did see that. And they said that they need like 2 million vaccines, but they only have not even, I think like 15,000, 20,000, 200,000, something like that. Yeah, it's on the rise, especially in places like the Congo. So not good at all. They said it's not deadly though. And Easy says, Ricky Smiley said we need to do research. We have, idiot. Right. Darlene X, how you doing? Tell the truth and shame the devil. How you doing? It says these days of exploiting our history and policies that apply to Black Americans are overstep it up. Yep. Brother Damon says financial pain is coming to Babylon. Yes, indeed. Okay, so let's see. Question. Yahweh, you says, how do you feel about a bunch of washed up comedians trying to make us feel bad for not voting for a pretend Black woman? That's just what they do. They're puppets. That's what they're, I don't know if they're paid. I say allegedly. I haven't seen no paycheck stuff, but that's what they're put out there to do is defend her, but they can't really say why. Just because they like her. She's nice. She calls them on their birthdays and all. Nothing real.
Y'all can't be asking for no damn reparations if you don't vote. If you don't vote, then you can't ask for nothing next time. Did you guys hear when Steve Harvey said that? That made no sense. So we can't demand nothing for a vote this time, but once we get them in, Then we can ask next time. I think we did that with Obama.
A 10-year car loan is wild. You know, what is it, like $2 a month? You know, that's crazy because we know even that 10-year loan, the interest, they're going to make money off the interest. So it's like they're doing everything but to do the right thing. Just bring this mess down so people can, afford to do stuff. But no, that's just, too much like, right. Negroes, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. So far, nobody has clicked the link. I put it in there. Nobody who wants to defend Kamala, I'm going to put it in there again because admittedly, I'm nowhere near the bottom. And I apologize for that. Hello to everybody that's come on here. Please know that I am not ignoring your comments. I do see them, but I just kind of want to give everybody a chance to be seen and heard. Hey, Rex, how you doing? We love you too. Long time no see. No, I think you were on here like one other time recently, but welcome nevertheless. All right, so Lady D, come on. I'm waiting on you to click the link. Okay, let me skip down a little bit. Well,
I got somebody that's
Atlanta country boy. How you doing?
I got somebody coming on.
Who?
It was a long time ago that I joined the Democratic Party, and we'll be coming home. And they were crazy when they did it. So, Demetria, what I want to do is tell you that the Democratic Party for the Black people will be a great thing. But I've been studying the Democratic Party for a very, very long time, and I'm telling you, he's evil. There's nothing in his eyes. There's just nothing. There's nothing in his eyes. No.
That was Dr. Loomis. His pitch for or against the Democrats. I don't know. Alma of Earthia. Was that the right? How you doing? Says if you can't bring yourself to vote for Trump, then consider Jill Stein of the Green Party. Green Party has reparations in its platform over 20 years. Green Party directly competes against Democrats. Yeah, you could do that. It's a good.
I voted Green Party the last thing around. Number one, because unfortunately I did identity politics. They had a Black woman as vice president, but I went and voted because I wasn't going to vote for the Republicans or the Democrats.
Yeah, Yusuf, how you doing? It says, Black people, get it together. Go educate yourself on politics, and you'll see all these people are feeding you misinformation. The psyops is real, and all we do is talk. We always say that here. Go look for yourself. Don't believe anything we're saying. Go check it out for yourself. Okay. Let's see. Let me skip down because golly. Hey, Davis, how you doing? Says she is looking for 4 more years to lie, cheat, and steal and stay. And say to the Black community, KMA. I know what that means. Brother Samuel, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. Says greetings, D&D. I asked someone, why don't she do it now? Yep. And they said she's not the president. It's just silliness. Because I agree with you. Why you can't do it now? What are you waiting on? J Bubba, did I say hello to you? If not hello, it says no bed. What? No bed, which is 2024.
Have you guys thought about this? She keeps saying, when I get into office, this is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to do, right? That is an indication that the policies that they've instituted are wrong. So you mean to tell me the person that messed the economy up and put us in this situation, you expect us to put you in office to fix it? The very person that messed it up? That's why, Demetria, I'm telling you, they need to pay us money because to have her speak, she does not know what she's saying. You are basically saying, just 6 or 8 months ago, she was talking about Bidenomics and how great it was and the economy, and their administration did more in one term than most presidents do in 2. Now she's saying basically, oh, this was all wrong. When I get in there, I'm going to fix it. But you're there now, like you said.
Malik Shakur says, pardon me, ladies, but Kamala stepped her way into politics. You know what I mean? That's why I said I'm gonna be nice. Coming on here talking about baby mamas and all kind of stuff is like Mindful Elevation TV. Love you too. Thank you, and welcome. Metuj, I hope I said that right. How you doing? It says, get yourself together and stop giving your votes to folks who treat your community with scorn. You don't have to tell me twice. Stalemate, how you doing? It says those HBCU people aren't millions of people, so those numbers aren't adding up. It said they're about 2 million in number. That's what they say. There's 2 million of them. I don't know. It could be. It jives because you got to remember there's a lot of them who are elderly too. So that could be about right. I don't see why that number would be off. All right. Just acknowledging everybody have not seen and questions. Jupiter, how you doing? Says good evening, Dimitri. You got Boule boomers capping. Why? Oh, you mean caping? Okay, yeah. Why? Why we should vote for Kamala Harris and use gaslighting methods. There's this YouTube person named, oh God, I just saw him not too long ago. Defiant lawyer, all Boule boomer. I don't know. I don't even know if he's old enough to be a boomer, but yeah, he got that Uncle Ruckus spirit. He does. I just started seeing him on my thing for whatever reason, like a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, he was talking crap about the new black media, if you will, talking about we lying and making up stuff. It's like, I'm gonna be nice. Shelby, how you doing? Says Chameleon Harris is right. Indian won, and now she plays black. And you know, we getting a lot of back and forth with people. I don't know if y'all saw that back and forth with Michael Eric Dyson and Keith Boykin on the Abby Phillips show on CNN, and they were going back and forth with some lady whose name's Nancy. She's a Republican, and they were mad because she mispronounced her name, and they were it had a fit. It's Kamala. Oh my God, why do you keep mispronouncing her name? Oh my God, and it's like, really? That's what y'all? Everybody mispronounces Kamala's name. Everybody, right, for the most part.
And then they're talking about name calling and stuff. For the last 4 years in the news, especially on the left, all we've been hearing is he's a criminal, he's a rapist, he's this, he's that. It's funny how when the other side does it, it's a problem, but they've been doing it for the last 4 or something years that Trump has been in there. I mean, it's hypocritical. Let's call a spade a spade.
Yeah, Israelite, 1865. How you doing? Says Kamala, an Indian is acceptable black woman for the Democrats. Oh yeah, absolutely. Y'all know what it is. They got to be, with a white man or something, or, it's other, if you will. Darlene, he says, I don't understand why black people can't see how dangerous it is for us, for the Democrats to get back in office. They will eventually, then they'll be crying. But it's like, no, we tried to wake you up. Trisha, how you doing? Who else came on here? Brother Easy says, Ricky, symbolism. That's funny. Brother Reggie says, Kamala sexuals. Yeah, I saw that last week. Somebody said that. Samurai Dak, how you doing? Says, come on now. Shireen, how you doing? Miss Sweet Talker says, Alabama finest. And Byron says that clip needs to go viral. And somebody said, I haven't been seeing you on African Diaspora News Channel. I'm on there every day. Yeah, you just got to go look for me. Go look for me. Go look for everybody on there. Our channel is a large channel, but a lot of times they suppress our channel. So y'all got to actively go look because we're on there. Yep. Yeah,
and actually, you guys should be checking your notification buttons on your page because sometimes they will deactivate it depending on what you're watching and what you're following. So just occasionally, maybe like once a month, maybe, just check your alarm.
So Lady D is a troll, is probably Lady Democrat. Okay, yeah, because she ain't clicked the link yet. We're not taking her seriously. I mean, it's whatever. The stuff she's saying is just, it's really silly. It's laughable at best. Jesse says, yep, heard that, Donovan, on Mexican Independence Day. The irony, and admittedly, I'm very behind the comments. GMS South Carolina, how you doing? Says felons for Trump. You crazy. Eunice, how you doing? Cryptotronic, how you doing? Says most people complain that the rich don't pay enough in taxes. Well, most people don't realize is the top 10% of earners pay 80% of the total taxes collected. Speaking numbers now, I have to really do my research. I'll take your word for it right now. Let's see. Brother Reggie said they was talking about seasoned music and all kinds of foods. Dumbness, you talking about their interview. I'm going to have to check it out because I'm very interested. Craig, how you doing? I hope you're doing well. Who else came on here? I'm trying to catch up. Oh my God, there's so many comments in here so far. Brenda Starr, how you doing? Says those HBCU women who stand with her need to help her speeches make them make sense. Yeah,
but let me ask you guys about that. When I'm seeing how these sororos and Talented Nine, where were they at when she ran in 2019?
They were there.
Yeah, but not like as they're on the national platform now that they are now. So what I ask myself is, what were they promised to do what they're doing? They're not doing this out of just this benevolent thing of just seeing this sorority sign, each other's in. There's got to be some kind of kickback. I mean, they've got to have been promised something.
I think for a lot of them, it's just status. You know, one of ours is the president, you know, whatever the case is. More things. Thank you so much for the donation. Once again, love and appreciate you. Says, hey, Dimitri and Donovan, I love that you're addressing these things and showing the stories. Some won't get it, but you're opening the eyes of many. I don't feel ignored. I understand this a lot. I appreciate you for that because I'm really not trying to ignore anybody. I promise you I'm not.
Well, you know, let me tell you guys a quick story. When Dimitri and I first started, I built a studio in my garage. How many people were we getting? Maybe like 20? When we first started, yeah, maybe 8, 13. I mean, we've come a long way, you know. And the funny thing is, we've been talking this type of stuff for what, 8 years now, 8 years. And you know, I am blessed and I'm thankful that we've got people like you guys that tune into the show and kind of educate us. Because, like I said, you know, even in the comments now, you know, we're getting information, you know, that we can look up and research and talk about later. So we thank you guys for tuning in. But let me tell you, if you guys want a successful YouTube page, Your Average Logical Thinker has a page. Miss Sweet Talk has a page. A lot of you guys have a page. It's all about consistency, just being consistent. If you're consistent in it, that page will grow.
Lene, you crazy. Talking about rolling stock. I ain't going to do it. I'm not going to do it. All right. So I just want y'all to know I do see comments. I just want to give everybody a chance to feel heard and seen. I'm going to put this back up in here for anybody who wants to come up here and defend Kamala. Come on, you can do it. We're nice people. We don't bite. We don't bite at all. We do just want to have a conversation with you. Billy, how you doing? Says, don't you know, Democrats set it up for illegal aliens to buy up businesses in Black neighborhoods. This is why it's so easy for Latinos to have businesses in Black neighborhoods. Latinos, Asians, Arabs, Indians, and everybody else who wants to have a business in the Black community. So you're absolutely right.
And have you guys noticed, depending on what city you're in my city, they give out, what are those licenses? Peddler licenses. The city's giving out peddler licenses to these illegal migrants so that they can sell their tacos and whatever on the streets. But let a Black person try that, they run them off. You know, they there's a disparity in how they would do that. If a Black person wanted to put a rib thing and fry some rib in the street, he can't get a permit.
Right. Carolyn, how you doing? It says, as a California resident, you don't want to defend Kamala and Raynor. He said, did you hear how Kamala showed up drunk and stuttering at a speaking event? I did not hear that at all. I even wonder how true that is, but I didn't hear that. Thank you, Easy. He says, hit the comments, D, them cowards have no arguments. Well, you know, I want to see, right? But I'm going to be in these comments, brother. Oh, really? How you doing? It says the program is not for Black American people. It's in the words. Oh, no, absolutely. We've seen that before, right? It's for you, minorities and people of color, and it'd be everybody else but the Black color. Lou Harris, how you doing? Says she still has the power but does nothing. Yeah, you hiding these plans, but you not giving them away. Ancestor just says voting, don't get your reparations, fool. You got to fight for what you want. Every nation that wants something, fight for it. America got its independence by fighting for it. Well, you lead the way. You lead the way. Black America, I know damn well you ain't coming up here to defend Kamala. I just know that you're not. You're not.
You guys remember when Trump almost got assassinated? He was like, fight, 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 fight. Exactly. I mean, he was like, hell with this. You're going to kill me. I'm going to, fight. We got to fight. And Black people, we are on the verge of extinction. We are on the verge of, if Kamala gets another 4 years, you're going to see that border on steroids, period. It's a wrap.
Hey, Lady Diana, Black America, I'm going to entertain it for 2 minutes. How you doing today?
That's all I need is 2 minutes. Hello, Donovan. Hello, Miss D. My thing is, I don't know why you keep calling people up to, this is not a question. It's kind of rhetorical. I don't know why you keep calling people up to defend Kamala or Kamala or Camel Toe.
You know what?
You haven't. Go ahead, say that again. I'm sorry.
I said none of those were right, but go ahead.
Yeah, well, I mean, she's not Black, so I don't care what her name is. So you have an echo chamber, right? Like 90% of your audience is pro-Black or B1 or, leaning right. So you're not going to get anybody to come up and defend her or her policies. But I just kind of joined in. But the way you guys are browbeating her, it makes it's a bad turnoff, right? Like it leaves a bad taste in your mouth, because the things that I see that you're saying, like you just was saying, well, you things that may not be true, like we don't know that they're going around and giving these people money 100% sure. Are we 100% sure that they went and gave Ricky Smiley some money to campaign for the Democrats?
But did you see? Like you said, you just joined. I said I haven't seen any receipts or invoices, so I can't say that. But I know that's what's going out. We do know that the Democrats have allocated. Last time I checked, $25 million to outreach to Black Americans, and it's a known fact that the Democrats wanted to get in, with social media influencers and things like that. It is not rare that they do pay radio ads and things like that. And so if they're paying for those ads, because you hear it at the end, paid for by the committee to elect Joe Biden.
Yeah, they had over $200 million that they have to spend, that they raised when they did the switch. So they've got to spend that money.
Yeah, so we can hear those at the end of those campaigns. So I don't think that's a secret. But as far as browbeating Kamala, do tell how you see it as browbeating her if we are giving people information.
Okay, so let's go back to one of the older things, right? Let's go back to the one guy that she had locked up or whatever. Wasn't going to let him out of prison. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? Remember that from a long time? Yeah. It's one person. And I know you guys would probably say, oh, well, what? Listen what I'm saying. That's one story. You talk about the lady that got a walkthrough where she went to jail for her child being absent. She didn't stay in jail for any length of period. She went, got booked in, and left right back out. Like, those things to a person, those things are really minuscule. They don't really matter. You know what I mean? But like I said, I understand that you're pointing the things out about her. Once again, I've been saying it a long time, and I thought you got mad at me for saying that just because your skin is brown, you ain't black. Now every. Oh, you used to do it all the time, because I used to say Jamaicans aren't black, Puerto Ricans, Haitians, they are not black. It doesn't matter, just because if you tell a Mexican or a Guatemalan that they're the same, they're going to say they are not the same. Just because their skin is brown doesn't mean they're black. I understand that you guys are on the diaspora thing, right? But most of us Black Americans, we don't see it like you see it. It's like most of us Black Americans, a lot of Black Americans want reparations, but how we want reparations is completely different than a check. You see what I mean? Because go ahead.
I mean, yeah, reparations is different from a check. How? Like, explain that.
Okay, so let's say that Donovan was, he's still of working age, good looking man, Donovan, like me, in our 50s. Let's say that they gave all of us a check, right, at 50 years old, and we all of a sudden fell out of the job market. Okay, we fell out of the job market. Do you know the number one job for Black men that make great money? Do you know the number one field that Black men are in that make money?
What's that?
Strip club and pimping. No, I'm joking. Go ahead.
Pimping. It's pimping. It's transportation. It's transportation. It's truck driving. So if you were to give a bunch of men checks and they fall out of the work market, the infrastructure of this whole country would collapse in a day and a half, because you'll no longer have tissue, you'll no longer have food, you'll no longer have building supplies. This whole country would instantly drop off. Okay, you people thought it was bad during the outbreak of whatever, the little cough that was going around a couple of years ago. Mm-hmm. Now now it would be really, really horrible if you lose 50, 60% of the people.
So basically,
with
not to cut you off, because we over your 2 minutes, brother. So you, once again, you didn't come up here to defend Kamala. You came up here to say we beating up on her.
well, I mean, that's a defense. I'm just telling you what you guys are doing. It just looks bad. I mean, it really does, because
Guess what? We ain't gonna let up. We are not. We're gonna talk about Kamala until election day, whether she win or she don't. We are going to talk about her. And as I always say to people, they say, why don't you talk about Trump? Because Trump and the Republicans, now they doing it, to some degree, but they don't traditionally benefit from the black vote. They just don't. It's rare that they even get, at any given time, 15% of the black vote. The Democrats get a lion's share of the black vote. They cannot do anything without the black vote. And I don't care what people tell you. They cannot do without our vote. So here you are, and I love you, Black America. You a long time family member of this show. But what we're not going to do is get up off of Kamala, because we have helped even Kamala get into the White House with Joe Biden, and we want something for our vote. Now, I didn't vote for her. Now, I'm like Donovan. I used to be a Democrat, so I'm not up here pretending, but we want something for it. We want the Democrats to do for us like they do for everybody else that is coming into this country, getting money, the Israel, Ukraine, Afghan, DACA, LGBTQ. See, they don't sit up and say, no, I ain't gonna do nothing for you just to benefit you. No, they don't tell them that. But Joe and Kamala have both said, we're not doing nothing specifically for Black Americans. Hold on. And I was listening to Al Sharp, not to turn him off because it's like nails to a chalkboard. We're talking about we got to fight. We know in history we got to fight. Have we not fought enough? As Black people in this country, Black Americans have fought enough. What else do we need to say? We want our reparations. We want our land. We want a hate crime bill. We want some real police reform. We're getting tired of hearing, the Republicans want, a Congress want. They do it for everybody else. They don't use that excuse. But you know what? With us, they use excuses. And then I love you, like I said, you come on here talking about stop beating up on Kamala. Oh, she only did it to 1 or 2 people. That's a lie. She did it to more than that. It was very unapologetic about it until recently. And she don't even do none of the talking. Everybody else is doing the talking for her. Your Rickies, your Rollins, your Joys, and all you and everybody else speaking for Kamala. And I haven't seen it. She's done this interview. You just came up here talking about don't get up off of her because it's a bad thing. Let me finish.
Okay.
Then I hear about this interview that her and Tim, her vice president-elect, did with each other. Now, she's been the presidential nominee for the Democratic Party about a month now, right? She's been about a month. She has not sat her ass down, done one interview with nobody. She has not done that at all. She even stood her own people up. National Association of Black Journalists, she didn't show up, but Trump showed up. Yeah, he didn't answer no questions, but he showed up. And that's one thing I would give Trump and Vance. They say, you know what, we'll show up anytime, anywhere. We'll answer these questions. That's why y'all can ding us on stuff, because we are telling y'all stuff. But Kamala, this is the joyous campaign. We're the joyous warriors. And you telling us to get up off of Kamala? For what? Nobody else is told leave Kamala alone. But people are always talking about Trump. I'm not a Trump supporter, but I don't never hear nobody say get up off of Trump. But why? What makes Kamala? And I'm gonna ask you this question before you leave. What makes Kamala so special that she don't have to answer to us as Black Americans, even though they pander to us? Why should we get up off of Kamala? And thank you, Breezy, and everybody else that's giving a donation. I love and appreciate you for that. But give me 2 reasons as to why we should get up off of Kamala.
Nothing. The lady, Miss Harris. You said I said her name was wrong. She doesn't owe the Black community anything. So that's one reason. She's just like any other white person. She doesn't owe the Black community a daggone thing. That's one, because she's not of and from our community.
Hold on. She does.
Okay, go ahead.
Wait. Because let's do this. Because you say she don't owe us nothing. What has the migrants done that she owes them something? What have they done?
What is she doing for migrants?
Brother, if you got the ass, I'm gonna click you off. Let's pretend.
No,
Let's pretend
no, Miss D. Let's keep it real.
No,
Oh,
we're not
God.
gonna keep it real because what we're not gonna do is gaslight. One thing I hate is people to strike a match. That chaps my hide is people who gaslight. Because Black America, I know you to be very intelligent. Okay, so don't get up here and talk about what has she done. Don't do that because it's a waste of space and breath. What have the migrants done for her to do what she's doing for them? Let's say she's giving them a box of rocks every month. What have they done to deserve that?
She is a migrant. Her father's a Jamaican and her mother's a red dot Indian. So they are.
No. I don't need a family tree. What has she done to deserve it? I mean, what have they done?
What do you mean? What?
Her helping them?
They are migrants themselves.
But how does that deserve them? I'm a woman. What do I get because I'm a woman? What did they do to have Kamala do something specifically for them? Because you said she don't owe Black Americans nothing. But why does she feel like she owed them something?
Weren't her parents migrants or immigrants or whatever you want to call them?
How does that correlate?
Because they are of the same kind. I don't know why you. I don't know any way to explain. I'm Black, right?
Wait. Let's do this, Black America, because you came up here. That's them. Them being immigrants is a state of being. So I'm asking you, what did they do for her to feel like she owes them something?
They are immigrants, so she owes her parents something.
Okay, they her parents.
Are you not?
Hold on. No, brother, don't do that. Because first of all, her mama dead.
I'm not talking over you. I'm not talking over you.
Wait, because like I said, we're not gonna gaslight, brother. And she don't even acknowledge her daddy at all. So I can't believe she doing this for her daddy. Her mama ain't here. Well, I'm gonna let you go, Black America. But I would like to say, nice try. Thanks for playing. See you again. Now, anybody else who wants to come up here and for real, defend Kamala, and I apologize, y'all. And Jay, thank you. Yeah, that name you giving Kamala, I don't know if I could really just say that up here, but thank you for the donation. Everybody who's donated, I love and appreciate you for that. I'm gonna skip down to the bottom. Oh my God, I know I am so behind. Zenobia, nope, Michael, we ain't gonna do it. Not today. Nah, I ain't gonna do it. I can't do you and Black America back to back. No, can't do it. Zenobia, thank you so much for the donation. Love and appreciate you for that. Says I really just wanted to do something for Black people, but here it goes. Shalom, Demetra and Donovan. Love y'all. We love you too. Thank you. Thunder. Ooh, I'm sorry, I'm behind these comments. It says, question, if it's okay, I'll defend Kamala. I think it's a damn shame that after all this time and effort Kamala put in over years, Kamala still to this day has not been inducted to the WWE. You crazy. You talk about Kamala the wrestler. Y'all do the most.
They've been hanging with Al too long. Get off of Al's page.
Corey, how you doing? Welcome. I'm sorry, y'all. Let me try to get down here to the end of these comments because my God. Reality, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. Donovan?
But you brought up a good point. And see, and that's another great talking point because I had never thought about that. What has she done to where she is emboldened to these migrants? Just because you're an immigrant, we know that she's pro-immigration because she's a first generation type person. But that argument, I would say, it's kind of like a no argument because Obama himself his father is a immigrant and he's like a first generation. Well, he's not. Well, yeah. His mother was here, but basically, just because you're first generation born here doesn't mean you have allegiance to people who want to immigrate to this country.
Right. Black America tried it, but I'm like I said, we're not gonna get off of Kamala. We're not gonna do that.
She's a woman. How dare you? She's a Black woman at that. How dare you even hold a Black woman accountable for anything that she says? It doesn't matter.
Top notch Striker, how you doing? It says Senator Lindsey Graham, the South Carolina senator, said Trump could easily win the presidential race if he makes his campaign about issues instead of insults. I totally agree. I think that he needs to change courses and get off of her. No, pun intended, but get off of her and talk about the issues, because I think he really could drive a lot of valid points home if he would get out of his emotions. So I agree with you. And Donovan, I got you. Tito, how you doing? Afro Truth TV, how you doing? Love and appreciate you. Venting My Truth 777, how you doing? It says the lady that was crying don't sound American herself, maybe from Jamaica, like Kamala. I don't know what she is. She says she's been over here. She can't get along, so I'm assuming, it's a big assuming, that she is Black American. I could be wrong. I don't know, but you make a good point. Marjorie, how you doing? She says, "Well, I know that's right, Donovan."
So she's also a veteran. So regardless of
right,
how she got here, she paid the price.
Right. Yes. Oh my God, I'm that behind. Miss Sweet, she said only 2 minutes. Wow, I am very behind. I mean, and Frederick, how you doing? Says Long Beach is doing that. Everything is free. Yep. California. Gavin Newsom, he's like, hey, Jasmine, how you doing? Yeah, that name right there is horrible. JBWR says Kamala might get 8 more years the way this foolishness continues to persist. Yeah, I mean, she might. Let's see here. Chris Reed, he says, I'm not voting for Harris because she wants you to roll up your sleeves for the jab. Yeah, no. Leonora, how you doing? Says, hey, Tisha. Says all these questions being asked of VP, albeit shouldn't these questions be asked on the state level as well? Ask your state why they're supporting these policies. Yeah, I agree. Because that's where it affects us the most, is local and state elections.
Ask your mayors. Exactly. Look at these mayors that are funding all of this stuff.
I totally. Great point. Let's see. Y'all crazy. I'm looking at your comments. Benita, how you doing? Says we need to start listening to policies instead of our feelings, facts versus fiction. Yep. I agree. As soon as she rolls some out, we will, right? Joey, how you doing? Says I'm so hurt. I saw one of those guys from across the border spending hundreds of dollars getting auto parts at AutoZone. I asked myself where I get all that money. And I would say too, in all fairness, a lot of immigrants are here legally. Right, so they might be working or have a business or something, but we know the ones we're talking about. We know who they are, right?
Right, and we also got to remember, for every day that goes by, Joe Biden is sitting in that White House quietly legalizing and giving them legal status by executive order. You guys got to remember that they're keeping that silent, because while you're looking this way, this is what they're doing this way. He is legalizing these. I think 4 or 5 months ago, he legalized 450,000 immigrants just by the sweep of a pen. You're seeing all these people Americans being laid off at these corporations, and these illegals being hired in their place.
Yeah, I saw that. I don't think, because I watched the live that Umar did. I don't think he said he turned down $10,000. I think he said even if they offered him $10,000. He wouldn't do it, I think, unless she answered certain questions. But I don't think that's what he said. But I've seen people say that. I don't know how true that is. Maybe I have to go back and look at it again. Kazel, how you doing? Says she already said she ain't doing nothing for Black people 4 years ago, and she ain't changed her mind, right? I haven't seen her say, okay, in that interview, did she say we was just playing? But I'm interested to see this cute little interview she did with Tim Walz, her running mate. Let's see who else came on here. Again, I apologize. I'd love to get everybody's comments. E. Hall J, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. NZ1E, how you doing? More 30 says, I'm confused as to why we even be jealous of somebody who wants to pretend to be one of us and go to our built institutions, get ahead. You're right. She went to Howard. I hope that jealous thing was a joke. Nah, knowing some of these people, they was dead serious. Solo Dulo, how you doing? Janice, how you doing? Says, yeah. Oh, y'all still talking about Black America. I'm really behind in these comments. LG, how you doing? Who else is on here? I'm gonna give you guys somebody one more chance to come on here for real. Pookie Bear, how you doing? Says Trump imposed sanctions on Venezuela. And Tia, he says 1,000 Black men were locked up, and she has evidence that would prove their wrongful conviction, and a judge forced her to prove it. Yep, that is true. But God saw begin. Shut up. Talking about I'm a colorist. I'm about to come unglued. Donovan Ross, how you doing? And Byron, thank you too for the donation. Love and appreciate you for that. He said there were several people who says she did like that. Praying for her. And Alicia, how you doing? Says, okay, we agree. Cammy is not FBA. Kevin Earls, how you doing? Said Maine black folks ain't getting no reparations. Well, then it ain't gonna get our vote. How about that? No reparation, no vote. Emmy, how you doing? Says one person is too much for anything. Yeah, easy. No logic. Cap transportation. How you doing? Said that's not true. I don't know what that is. Kaboom, how you doing? Says 1 million apiece, folks. Messiah, how you doing? Thank you. He says, what the F? Tell him to kick rocks. Damn, am I that far behind? G Reed, how you doing? Says
it is a deep dive, so you might want to just go ahead and just hit that click, go down. But real quick though, I'm assuming you watched Kamala's economic theory. What is your actual thought of it, being somebody who is supposed to be an educated black woman?
What was that question again about her economic what?
Her economic theory and what she wants to do. In your opinion, from what if you've heard it, I'm assuming you have. What do you think about it personally?
I think it's BS. And I said I think it's BS. I made a post. I think it's BS. I think she's saying any and everything to get people to vote, whatever the case is. Because my thing is, what you going to go into the store and tell people your prices are too high? You need to lower these prices. How's she even going to do that? And a lot of states already have that to where there's no price gouging on food and things like that. So she's talking about on a federal level. We know at the end of the day, the state has the ultimate say so. But you see, they know a lot of people won't even go that far. They know a lot of people like, yeah. But a lot of that stuff Trump had already imposed anyway. So she's basically just copying and pasting from him at this point. And then because she outlined that in her speech in North Carolina, she says, oh, but I'm going to have a more detailed economic plan in a couple of weeks. It's like a couple of weeks. What you waiting on, sis? Where's all these plans? And like, why does people have to play this waiting game? And I saw Stephen A. Smith. I don't know if that has any weight. He says, well, you got my vote, but you need to tell people why we need to vote. Like, you need to sit down with somebody, have an interview, because it seems like you're hiding. It's like, it seems like. So I don't think anything of our economic plan, because guess what? I didn't hear nothing about no reparations.
Well, the reason I'm asking you that, because you are a public relations type person. You're in the PR. Did you notice that when she was speaking, she made no sense? Prices are high. And when they're high, that means it's less than whatever. You guys, this is a disaster. And I'm asking you as a PR person, Demetra, from her mannerisms and how she was talking and what she was talking about, what grade would you give her in regards to getting a message out to the people? Because it was nothing but word salad.
I want to give her no grade. I mean, her presentation is horrible. But again, just think about Stephen A. Smith. He says, well, you got my vote, but you need to tell me, sit down. It's like, well, that's why she's doing it, because you're giving her a vote, your vote, but she ain't telling you why. So there's a lot of people like him, but I don't care. Anything's better than Trump. She's a Democrat. I'm voting no matter. They don't care. So she could kind of be sloppy on her presentation, because there are people, but her people aren't really demanding an interview. Like, don't you think the Democrats should be entitled to hear her speak? Give it a full-throated conversation about why she wants their votes. She doesn't feel like she needs to do that. So, I mean, in the media.
Well, why would she do that when nobody voted for her to be the nominee?
Right. But even the media, they're not really demanding her sit down. They're doing all the speaking for her. If you look at the media, all the news outlets, for the most part, are very biased against Trump. So I guess maybe they're kind of by proxy speaking for her. I don't know. Kikoba, I'm sorry, how you doing? It says, question, is it possible for some kind of national emergency unrelated to health issues, delays, suspend the election indefinitely? Thank you. I don't know. I'm sure there's somehow they could, but it'd probably be very rare. Wow, yeah, I am so behind. Oh my God. Y'all still talking about Lady Lemire, how you doing?
Yes, tomorrow is the DNC convention. What are your thoughts on the DNC convention tomorrow?
It's going to be another glorified concert. And they're going to have a canned speech for her to give, and she's going to read, and Tim's going to read. Nobody's really going
to. Sexy, or what's her name? Hemophiliac Red, or whatever her name is.
No, she's a Trump supporter. Sexy Red is a Trump supporter. Yikes! Yeah, you guys are all. I'm sorry. I had to skip to the bottom. I'm so sorry.
That is a blessing. That is a blessing. People
Yeah.
are waking up, Demetria. When we started this show, I remember that thing would be empty. The comment section would be empty.
We'd be like, so hey, Donovan, what did you eat for dinner? What are you gonna eat? You gonna have some chicken again? Glory greens, really? So oh, Solomon, how you doing? HDLC, how you doing? Yeah, Cardi B, she might be there. She's pregnant, so maybe she's not. A K Bash, how you doing? Says she has no policies up on her website and is ducking interviews. Yet the election will be 2 months away when September comes around. Yeah, it's 81 days to this day that they'll have an election. And she has not sat down. Hey, Edwin, how you doing? She hasn't sat down. She has not sat down to tell anybody, I mean, like I said, Donovan, sit down with Roland. She can sit down with Roland. I'm sure he'll be nice because we've seen Roland be nice to Hillary and, everybody else. He's, he's shaking his booty all around, doing the wobble, teaching Hillary how to do the wobble. And well, even Charlemagne, he might try, but he sat there and let Joe Biden tell him, you ain't black if you vote for me. So go sit down with people you like, who are going to be cute with you. But to not do interviews, I think it's sad at this point. And hey, Tracy, how you doing? Easy, you crazy. Talk about Megan will be the special guest. I don't know. I heard Beyonce was going to perform. How true it is, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Tisha says Trump is steady, consistent, and sure he's cackling. He's not cackling every 5 minutes. 6 MK, how you doing? Says identity politics with some type of tangible equals sheep. Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know. That remains to be seen. Like I said, the DNC starts tomorrow. And we're gonna see what happens, but I'm not gonna be looking for anything spectacular to happen. She's not gonna tell us anything we don't already know, which is a bunch of nothing. But in closing, because we're gonna have to get out of here, y'all. DDM, how you doing? Says policies first. Why would you marry a person who said their vows in a couple of weeks? Come on now, let me put this up here, because that's a word right there. That's a word. Y'all see that? Policy first. Why would you marry a person who said their vows in a couple of weeks? Right. I'm going to jump over the broom with you now. And then in a couple of weeks, I obey, love, and sickness in it. Huh?
I'm going to be where I'm at. Who do you think you're talking to?
Right. Hold up. I got you. DDM, I got one better for you. Honey, in order for me to marry you, you need to sign this prenup. Now, I know it ain't nothing on the paper right now. I know it ain't nothing on here, but just sign it. In a couple of weeks, I'll get back to you. And I'll let you know what my terms are. Donovan, you signing something like that?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Listen, wait a minute now. I'm really happy to do this with you. Please, it's just listen. In a couple of weeks, I'm going to give you a little bit more detail. Right now, it just says I do. But I want you to sign here. It says, prenup. Just sign it, Donovan. I promise you, I'm going to, roll out more details, and it's going to be something you love. Just do it.
So basically, you're trying to say when you meet it's kind of like when you meet a chick and she says she's going to do porn star level stuff, but it's if I wait 6 months.
Right. God saw beginning and knows end. Listen, I promise you, I will not lose any sleep. But you talking about it's rude to tell you to shut up. Well, it's rude for you to come on here lying on people. You have not ever once seen me say that I was a colorist. Never once. My baby daddy is blue black. My daughter is brown. Yeah, y'all if I remove these lights, I'm brown. Okay. Whatever the case is. But as far as me calling me a colorist, one thing you're not going to do is lie on me. So if you feel like it's rude for telling me to shut up, then it's rude for you to lie on me. So you pick your poison, whatever you want to do. As I always tell people who want to come in here acting spicy and hell of a, come in here, get along with everybody else. Forget it when you fit in. But if you want to be silly, I'm going to be silly with you. Now, you didn't like me telling you to shut up. I didn't like you lying on me either. If you want to unsubscribe because you can't come in here and do what you want to do, trust me. We'll all be better off because of it. And I mean that with all the love that I can muster at this moment. Yeah, y'all do what y'all do. I see the comments. Asani, how you doing? Juggernaut, how you doing? Booker T. I'm just saying, but anyway, one who cares as an entertainer who supports the Democrats and their nefarious agenda. Be so careful. Yeah. They got to be careful. You know why? Because black people are waking up. And y'all can get on that stage and tell us to vote for Kamala and all that stuff if you want to, but we're going to look at you differently. Because as I said, Donovan said, you are not our leaders. And Malcolm X has told us so many years ago, they are not our leaders. You do not tell us what to do, and you do not speak for us. But again, let's demand something for this vote. We're not getting up off of Kamala. We're not. We're going to keep talking about Kamala, and we don't care if you don't like it. If you don't like it, it's probably because you're disturbed. But as I always say, I give people the opportunity to come on here, give us a reason to vote for Kamala, and none of y'all done it. You cowards. That's what you are. You cowards.
Yeah, I mean, it's a fair discussion. I mean, please convince me, other than these sound bites, of why I should vote for Kamala. When I saw that economic rollout plan, that told me all I needed to know. I'm from California. Demetra's from California, so I already know her history. But I'm an open-minded person. Has she apologized? Has she done this? They're already reporting how she's flip-flopped on Medicare and fracking, and she's just saying whatever she's got to say. You guys, this is not the Democratic's best candidate. This is a crash test dummy. Even some of the donors did not want Kamala to be selected.
Yeah, ancestors said Malcolm X said both parties are not for us. Actually, as the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said that, and it was said for years that they are not for us. We have to be for us, but dog it, we want our reparations. That don't mean we don't have to do for self, but we want our money. JW, how you doing?
And another thing, you guys got to talk to people about this at home and in the community. We are not falling for the banana in the tailpipe. It isn't. If the Democrats want to win right now, they have to start issuing those checks to Black people specifically. And they know who is Black and who isn't, because when you look at your Social Security number, those numbers mean something. They know who's who. The point is, we are no longer dealing with politicians that talk about when I get into office. No, you show and prove right now, period. If you can't do that, on to the next.
Yep. So with that, hey, undisputed true Black Americans are waking from the Democratic coma, and they do not like that. So anyway, we're gonna get out of here. We'll be back on Tuesday with more great commentary. I think from this point on, I'll just open up the link for anybody who wants to come on here and say a word or two. Right now, I think we've proven that the Kamala supporters ain't about that life.
Demetra, are you going to be reporting from Chicago? I hear that you might be getting on a plane and going down by the Riverwalk where they keep all the protesters away.
We had thought about it. I know Donovan, you and I have. I know some from the African Diaspora News Channel, but it just sounds like it's going to be hard to even. They're making it very difficult for people to even get near it. So, and I listened to Brandon Johnson on NPR yesterday. He's like, well, we want to protect protesters' rights, but we also want to protect, people that's coming in there. Basically, he's saying, y'all suckers ain't getting nowhere near this convention. Ms. Weisha says, question, Vice President Harris states she will decrease grocery prices. How will she do that? She's going to go in there and say, your donuts are too high, ma'am. You need $5 is too much. Lower it now. That's what I picture in my head, because how will you know? Anyway, we're going to get out of here. We do really love you guys. And again, thank y'all to all you come on here and make comments and everything that you've done. Could not do this show without you. In the meantime, we'll see you on Tuesday. Look forward to our podcast, African Diaspora News Channel. We got videos over there. Of course, y'all know they suppress our channel and stuff, so y'all got to go actively look. Leo, that's how you doing? And Carolyn, everybody. I wish I could say hello to everybody, but I can't. Joey, you guys have a great rest of your evening. Peace.